Hey everybody, how you all doing today? This is Brenda Snippety Doo Creations. I hope you are all doing well this lovely day. Okay, what I have here is something I created yesterday. Now, I haven't seen this. Don't know if it's already been created. Haven't seen it. But what I'm going to do is claim it until someone tells me otherwise. So this is my journal card double pocket tag holder. We have a journal card here in the front. Now this could hold journal card, ephemera, whatever you choose. There's my journal card there. And on the side here we have two tag holders. Okay, I love how this turned out on the back. I do have some designer paper, but if you were to stick this down on your page, you probably could just leave the back blank. Depends on if you want to stick it down or paper clip it. So I made this yesterday. I am going to try to explain it to you all how to make it today. So let's get started because don't know how long it's going to take for me to explain this, but I'm going to give it a try, and I'm hoping you all can get it when I explain it. I'm going to set this aside. So how I created this, I have two envelopes here, okay? And these envelopes measure 5 by 3.5. I'm pretty sure, and I used this size in hopes that it would fit on a journal page. You could go smaller. If you were going to send it away for just like a Happy Mail or Patreon or something, you could go as large as you want. So, but I thought this was a good size for me. So my envelopes are 5 by 3.5. Okay. What I am going to do first is take my paper trimmer, and on the flaps, I got both my envelopes together here, and I am going to cut this down. And what I did was I measured this at 1 inch down and put a little mark. So 1 inch down, I'm going to cut on that mark right there, making sure my envelopes are together and straight as can be. And I cut that tip right off. That's how you want your envelope flaps to be shaped. Okay. So then what I am going to do is put my envelopes right together, end to end, and I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape just to hold them in place. And that's okay because it will just be covered up. So let me just a couple of little pieces just to hold it in place where I want it. Try to get it as even as possible. Just like that. And one here. And that holds it pretty well. So now you have your little flaps cut and your envelopes together. And I'm thinking here, Now I'll probably do it the same way. Okay, so this is going to be the front because you want these to come down in the front. I have a double sided piece of cardstock which I cut down to fit my envelope sizes. So I've got the one side and the other side. I think I want this side in the front, so you need to decide like what do you want for the front of your card holder and what you want for the back. This one might be a little long, so I'm going to trim that just a smidge. Let's see how that works. Okay, you want to cut them so you're not over the folds. Okay, so this one here, okay, I want this in the front, but before I place this down, I want to put a piece of double-sided tape right across my line that comes together. So I want to put that right down in the middle, right like so, as straight as you can, and I will trim those off. That's all really you need your double-sided tape for. I'm going to burnish this down and then trim. Okay, then I think I'm just going to distress this a little. You don't have to do it now. So I am going to lift my tape and this one here that you want on the front, I am going to glue. See, I'm going to put it down like this. So I'm going to hold on to the side that I want left open, because these are going to be my two pocket, whoops, these are going to be my two pockets over here, okay? So I want this side of my card to be left open. So I am going to glue top, down, and bottom. And I am using art glitter glue. Whoa, and it is coming out. Wow. I've never had my art glitter glue do that before. Goodness. Let's start over with that. Glad I had my little wipe out. Wow. Okay, I want just a thin line of this. So I'm being very careful now because I don't know why it's so thin like that. I'm hoping it will stick. I just filled this art glitter glue bottle, so I don't know. I've never had my glue come out like that. Okay, so I am going to try to get this as straight as possible, not going over the folds, and try to get it on here so it doesn't interfere with my fold. I don't know what the problem is on this side. Might be just need a little trimming. Right across this side here. There we go. And this side is fine, and now this side is fine. And these sides here are open for your tags. Yeah, that glue, never had problems like that before. So, I don't know. So there's our front. And then I am going to turn it over. Don't need to put that on right now. So I want to make sure it's going like this. So I want this is kind of directional, not really though. So I want this to be put right here. Now the back one, we can, oh my goodness, that glue is something else. We can just put it all the way down. Wow, have you guys ever had your glue that runny? I've never seen it like that. I'm just going to put this one right down. Now before, my card stock was a little wider. I used the same measurement and I don't know why it came out a little bit bigger than that, smaller than my envelope, but I'm just going to, I wanted to still use it, but I'm going to distress right along the edges here, which I do anyway. So it's not going to matter that much to me, but it was cut a lot, I mean right almost to the edge on my other one, but when it's distressed, no biggie, no problem. So I'm going to distress it on this side. I used the measurements of my first one to cut my cardstock. And these envelopes might have been a little bigger than my previous ones. Okay, so now what we need to do is get our flaps covered. So since I have the birds on the front, I'm going to use this side for my flap, so it'll come down like this. So what I do is line my flap right up to the edge here, and I took some paper and just put it down underneath, took my glue stick and glued that all nice and gluey, and then lined it up and burnished it down. Cover this, but I don't think it's going to dry out too fast. There we go. Then I just cut along just to give me enough to get the big piece out of the way, and then trim right along the edge of the envelope flap. Sometimes these scissors want to go their own way. So there we have our flap that comes down. We're going to do the same thing to the other end. I will line it up. Let's see if yep, that'll be good. And put my little piece of paper underneath. Actually, you can wait and line it up afterwards, after you glue. That would probably be easier for you. Glue the top, then line it up. I can take that away. So I want to line it up and then flip that over, burnish it down. Excuse me while I throw everything around on my desk. Just cutting around the envelope flap like we did before. There we go. So we have our two flaps covered. Now, I think on the inside, before I just used, well, really you don't need anything on the inside because it doesn't show. Because as you can see, it is down for the count. So you really don't need to put anything. And I don't think I will this time, but I'm going to distress just because I don't want any whiteness coming through. So just doing this for extra precaution. There we go. Make sure I get the ends. Okay. Now comes making the holes. Now I'll show you how I came up with the holes, but the first time, but I since have made a template, so it will just, whoops, it goes this way. So I made a template so I could use that after the first time of measuring, but I'm going to show you how I measured. So what I did was, between the two thick lines on my board, I lined this right up in between those, like so. And then I took my ruler and I measured. I took the first line here, lined my ruler up to it, and the tip of my ruler is right in line with the top of my flap. And I took my pencil, and at the 1/2 inch mark right here, I did a little hole, a little mark. Then I went to the next one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got, because I wanted 5 holes, and there's 5 lines, the skinnier lines in between. That's how I measured my dots. So I just went to the next line, lined it up, and made my dot. The next skinny line, lined it up and made my dot. The next one, make sure the tip of the ruler is lined up, and then the last one, lined it up. And with the last one, I lined up the tip of my ruler with the thick line that the envelope flap is in line with, and marked again at the 1/2 inch. That is how I measured the first time. So I made 5 holes, and then I took my crocodile and used the largest hole maker, and then just punched out the holes right where my marks were, or are, I should say. So I put the pencil mark, it's hard to see, my light is horrible. I put the pencil mark about in the middle of my hole, my crocodile hole, and punched. That one's really hard to see. Excuse me, I'm going to put this one up to my nose. I'm sorry, but this is a little bit dark on here, so then my paper gets stuck. There we go. Whoops. There we go. So there's our 5 holes. Now we just, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I am going to use my already made template, and I am going to line it up and line this up right at the tip, like so, and just make my little pencil marks. Ooh, it's hard to see. Nothing but dark. Excuse me. Gotta put my nose up to it this time. That is really in a bad spot. I will be right back. There, I think I got it. Dark paper. Okay, there's our holes. Let's see, I want to make sure at this point, actually, I don't need to make sure right now. I just want to get my grommets. And let's see, I don't really want white. I think that would be way too bright. I think I'll go with black this time. I'm all out of my bronze colored ones, so I'll have to use black this time. So now all we do is put our grommets in place. One at a time. Whoop. Sorry, concentrating. I always do with this crocodile. Now, you guys, if you don't have a crocodile, what I would do, you can still make this, but you can use the hole reinforcers. And I just don't know where mine are. Thought they had them right here where I could, yeah. You could use your hole reinforcers, and I just color mine with whatever color you wish to have them, and just put those right over the top to reinforce your holes. So you can still do this if you don't have your crocodile. So let's continue on. Putting in our grommets, or is it eyelets? Eyelets, grommets, I don't know now. I always forget what these little things are called. And the brads that you put in to hold paper together. These two things stump me all the time when I'm trying to do a crafting video. I'm like, what are these things called? So grommets or eyelets? Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's try that again. I think I got it that time. There we go. Got one left over. Throw that back. Don't need this. Put that aside. And we have our grommets in. For some reason, it looks like that one's a little off, but I don't know why. And right here, I want to check to make sure which side my opening is for my tags. And what I'm going to do, and it looks like it's this side. So make sure, I always make sure that my openings are on the right-handed side. They don't have to be. You can have it that way. But I am going to go ahead, and I just have this little punch now. If you can remember, you can punch out your little thumb notch before you put your paper down. And I was trying to remember this time around, but I didn't. So I used this little baby one. Well, that didn't get as big as the other one. I'll fix that later. I'll just go in and punch that bigger the next time. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little distressing. Like so. Now, I've got this on the right side that I want it on. We are going to take our string, and all I have here is some pretty string. I like it. It's different shades of brown that I got off Amazon. I don't know, Lisbeth? It has Lisbeth on here, size 3. So Lisbeth size 3 string, and I like it. I use it a lot. So if we can do this without getting tangled, what I did was on this one, I put it under. So I'm starting with this under, and I've got quite a bit of string here. You probably have more than you need, but I'm going to start underneath, put it through the hole, and I'm going to come right up and use the other one and tie a knot to start off with. So just tie a knot in the beginning. And tie one that will tighten up. I don't know what's wrong with this. It won't tighten. There we go. So that's our beginning, okay? So we went underneath on the bottom holes. So we are going to go get our tip of our thread on the other side, our string, and on this top one we are going to go above. So we're going to come down in this way on this one. So if you go underneath, we go underneath on the bottom and above on the top, and try not to get all tangled. So this is the bottom going underneath. Coming up, whoops, where'd my end go? Thought I had it in my hand. Coming up to the top one, we're going to go down through the hole from the top, thread that through. Where'd I get that from? Okay, wait a minute. I thought I was hooked to the roll. Oh my goodness. Okay, going down. Trying to keep it taut, but I think it will tighten up as we go along. Okay, at the bottom, going underneath. At the top, going down through. Yeah, I probably got way more string than I need, but better more than less. So you want to be able to have enough to go all the way. At the bottom, I'm going up under. I think that one got tied up somehow. I'm going to take this back out, and this needs to go underneath first. I don't know how that got like that, but now I'll go underneath again. Just watch your string and make sure it's the way you want it. Can't find the hole. There we go. There, that's better. Going up to the top and going down through. Going underneath at the bottom. And down through at the top. Okay, so we have all of them through the holes, and we want to tighten it so it's taut, but not so that it folds all. Actually, I'm going to cut my string a little bit down here, so I'll have a little bit easier time with it. So I want it taut, but I don't want it to bend the card. So after you tighten it, put your finger right over the last hole and hold that thread And then we're going to tie another knot like we did. This can be a little fumbly, like we did on the beginning. Especially with my fingers. Okay, so it's pretty good. If you can hold that that tight right there, you can pretty much do it without your threads, your string. Oh, these scissors are horrid. Without your string loosening up. So there's our, cut this a little bit. There is our threaded holes, like so. So then all I do is take this, this one here is my card. And what I did here for my card, these came from Medieval Mirage, and they were the signature pages, and all I did was cut out around the flower and turned it into a journaling card. I absolutely love these cards. And then all I did was stick a butterfly on the flower and the up and down words that I can't remember where I got them from. But anyway, I won't decorate the card. I won't waste time to do that. Not waste time, but I mean, what I'm going to do is see if this will fit, and it might not. It might be a little bigger than our other one. So let me see if this one will fit. Yes, that one's a little bigger. So all you need to do is just pick up on your threads, get them underneath, and slide those right under, like so. And there you have your journaling card holder. You could also put a bunch of ephemera in here, and it would hold your ephemera. And then we have our little tag holders on the sides, and those slip right in like so. And there you have it, our little tag holder, journal card holder, little project. I love it. I am so happy with the way it turned out. This one here, I'll just go ahead and cut right along the top here and make that a little shorter, because I sewed right around the flower, so I can cut that down. So guys, this is claiming as my invention or creation. If you see one like this out there, let me know, and I will restate my claim and not claim it as mine. But as it stands right now, this is going to be my little journal card double pocket tag holder. I love it. I hope you guys give it a try. It's so fun to make. I call it kind of simple. The only part I had a little bit of a problem with was measuring out the holes and getting them where I wanted them. But once I got that down, just make a template and you'll be fine making more. So guys, that is what I had for you today. I hope you give it a try, and I hope you I hope I explained it to you understandably. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you have a blessed Monday. I'm creating this. I did this video on Monday. I'm not sure if I'll get it in today or tomorrow. So when you see it pop up, if you are subscribed to my channel, it'll pop up automatically for you. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all the continuing subscribers. I really appreciate you. Bless you all. Have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.